Time now for sports on 104.7 The Cave. Here's Ned Reynolds.
Mike, the intern, Ned Reynolds in the studio. It's Monday and back to work. So speaking of which, the Cardinals got to work as far as making some deals. My feeling is a little too late. Your thoughts, sir?
Well, they're not designed for this year. The deals that the Cardinals made are for minor leaguers, and those guys are very high prospects. So from that aspect, Cardinals made out pretty well. The two Jordans are gone, Jordan Hicks and Jordan Montgomery. They are out of here. Montgomery to the Rangers, along with Chris Stratton from the bullpen, and Hicks to Toronto. Now, coming to the Cardinals are two minor league pitchers and a minor league infielder. That's from Texas. Toronto gives up two minor league pitchers. Now, in the case of Texas, a couple of these guys are coming here to Springfield. So that will be a help to the Springfield Cardinals because they're both reported to be pretty good players. And the other two are going up to the Memphis Redbirds. So we'll see what happens. Are the dealings done? Well, we're about to find out because there is, 2 days. Actually, it's a day and a half to go in the trading deadline.
Well, I think as far as the Cardinals are concerned, that might be it unless there's something else in the back pocket they're waiting on the final thoughts for. But, yeah, maybe that was just a play for the Springfield Cardinals to make a run at the end. Who knows? We'll see. Definitely looking towards the future, that's for sure.
Well, they're making a run right now, so it'll certainly help. The Rangers sent a young pitcher by the name of Takoa Roby, a third-round pick in 2020 from a Florida high school. He'll come here to the Cardinals. Now, I went back and did some research. The Cardinals in Frisco only played one series this year, a 6-game series. That's the only time they will play. And to my knowledge, the Cardinals did not face this guy. They did the other guy. His name is Thomas Saggese. He is a long ball hitting infielder, has 15 home runs for the Frisco Rough Riders this year. Well, now they hit those home runs for the Springfield Cardinals probably starting tomorrow night. The third pitcher in the deal, John King, he goes directly to the Cardinals. He's been up with the Rangers and back to the minor leagues, up and down. Now, the new pitchers from Toronto are both going to the Memphis Redbirds. One is a guy named Sam Rabursa, and he is from the Netherlands. Now, he's apparently been in this country a long time. His English is just like us. It's perfect. And not that we speak perfect English, but there's no accent to what he says. So Sam Rabursa will pitch for the Memphis Redbirds, as will Adam Klopfenstein. Now, these are both former high school players signed out of high school, and they will be with the Memphis Redbirds.
Confusing, and hopefully I got all my notes right. It looks like a conspiracy theory in here after you explained all that to me. All right, so we know where the new Cardinals are going, and that's good. Royals make any plays or anything for their future?
I think there are probably a few minor deals for the Royals still to go, but we'll have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah, when you're a young team like that and you're building towards the future, it's probably a good idea to keep those aces in your back pocket.
And not a whole lot of folks that anybody wants.
Yeah, well, that too, but hey, maybe down the road they will. All right, we did finally get some NASCAR to pull off on the actual date they're supposed to race, and that was yesterday. Who was the winner?
Chris Buescher. He held off Denny Hamlin down the stretch in Richmond, so Chris Buescher, who hasn't won all that often on the NASCAR Tour, did get a win yesterday, and that's very good as the playoff standings begin to take shape now. The NASCAR has the playoff standings. 16 of the drivers qualify, and we will find out in the next couple of weeks who they're going to be.
Cardinals trying to breathe some new life, either down here in Springfield or to the future Cardinals baseball, but they still got to take care of business on the field. How'd they do yesterday?
Oh, yeah. These games all count, and theoretically, the Cardinals are still in the race. Realistically, probably not. Cardinals blanked the Chicago Cubs 3-0 and ended the Cubs' 8-game winning streak. That's interesting, too, because they shut them down. The Cubs have a very good offensive attack, and St. Louis was able to handle them yesterday. Steven Matz pitching 6 innings. So for the month of July, the Cardinals have 12 wins, 15 losses. Well, that's certainly not acceptable because as far as behind as they are, 13 games under 500 and 11 games out of first place, that's not going to get it. So for the month of August, they're going to have to come up with big wins, and for the month of September, big wins. Can they do it? Well, do they really have the talent to get it done? They have the talent on the ball club, yes. But is it together? Not hardly, and that's why their record is what it is. Anyway, Cardinals do get a win. Don't play today. Open a series the 1st of August. That's tomorrow in St. Louis against the Minnesota Twins.
It was a bad series for the Cardinals, especially going into that first game, having the lead, blowing it, losing second game. on Saturday was just abysmal. But, hey, at least they didn't lose them all. What about the Royals?
Royals did win. They beat the aforementioned Twins 2-1. Great pitching job by Ryan Yarbrough, who went 7 innings and struck out 7. Yarbrough's the unfortunate victim of getting hit in the face with a line drive back in May. Had a series of minor skull fractures, if there is such a thing as a minor skull fracture. But he has recovered. He's back pitching and pitching very well. Now, the Springfield Cardinals come away with a win against the Tulsa Drillers. 8-7 was the final. That is ending the series with the Tulsa Drillers for this month. And indeed, the Cardinals do get a win, and the Cardinals are at even 500 as they come back home to face the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. That's the Kansas City Royals AA Farm Club, and a chance to see what the level of talent the Royals do have down in the lower minors. They've taken many players from that Northwest Arkansas franchise and moved them up to the big club. Let's see if that doesn't happen now in August and September.
So, we saved the best for last, if you will. Training camp's been kind of a little injury-prone for the Chiefs so far.
There have been some, and there was one yesterday, and this one kind of hurts in a way. Najee Johnson, who is a 7th-round draft pick last year and he played a little bit at defensive end, mostly on special teams. And the special teams coach regarded this guy as a mainstay on that particular unit. Well, he suffered a season-ending knee injury yesterday. It's an ACL tear, so Najee Johnson from Marshall University, he is out. Very important member of that special teams, but also a big backup at defensive end. So he's out. Nothing new on Chris Jones. Hasn't shown up yet. Probably not going to for quite a while, but he will play, folks. Count on it. He will be a Chief.
We just passed this contract. That's what we need to figure out, Ned. Either way, you have a great Monday, and I will see you tomorrow.